Hey everybody, how is everyone? I'm so happy to be back. My name is Angie Murenga and you're watching Just Angie. Wow, today there's so much. So first of all, welcome back. Welcome back. I feel like it's welcome back. You've been watching videos, but for us, it's like our first filming of the season. So I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for your love and your support, and also to introduce new things. So I love it when we take a break, you go, you rejuvenate. I've been hearing this word recalibrate, and you begin to think about what we're going to do. So every Monday, we're going to be doing a new segment. I'm so excited about it. It's called Mwenye Nchi. Yeah, and all that this is about is taking back the country. Let me tell you, we have to take back this country, but we're going to talk about it because, you know, we've been sold a lie for so long that this country belongs to certain people, but we are taking it back. This is Prison Break 2018. We are breaking free. We've got to get back. You know, because why did I think about Mwenye Nchi Monday? We're talking about governance, so I feel like this is the year of governance. There's a lot of governance that's going to take place and take forth and come forth. But also because we've been sold a lie. We really have been sold a lie that this country belongs to a few people and everybody else is locked out of this nation. So we are taking it back. And how are we taking it back? Through service. Service is our earnest endeavor. You see, there's a part of our anthem that says that that service is our earnest endeavor. We've got to do it through service. And therefore, that means when you're in a position of governance in any form, you know, where you're, sometimes they say in the food chain, wherever you are, we have to remember service is our earnest endeavor. Remember that we're positioned there to serve, especially if we're Christians. I've been saying that word. If we call ourselves Christians, then we're positioned by God, because he says that he promotes one and demotes another. So he puts people into position. When I think of Joseph, there was a process to this positioning, and then finally Joseph was in a place of governance. And also, as I think about process and Joseph in coming into governance, remember that the journey is about character development. Yeah, that God is going to develop our character. Why? So that when he puts you in that position, number one, you don't punish people. Number two, you don't get into those people that we're throwing out who have told us that this country belongs to them. It's a lie. You go there to serve. That's what Joseph went to do. First of all, he went to serve God's purpose. Then he went to serve the people. Then he served his family. Isn't that powerful and beautiful? I love it. Because every time God talks to me about governance, he says there are things that he's going to sort out. Family, you as an individual. Family, I guess, includes marriage, and then whatever it is he's asking you to govern. And then remember, governance can be in a space of business, so I'm not locking out entrepreneurs. Governance can be in a place where you occupy a position in the marketplace. Governance in every sphere, he calls them the way that he's organized culture and the way he's organized society. So governance in business, in media, in religion, in marketplace, which other one is there, education, in family, because we can't forget family. All those places God was to bring governance. Therefore, he's going to use you to do that. So I think that's very, very important. Remember, as we're taking back the nation, we're taking back in service. Because you see, the people even who have taken the nation away from us, they're not serving us. They're serving their own purposes. They're serving their own selfishness. They're doing what they want to do. And there are three things I'm going to ask you to pray for as we begin Mwenye Nchi, taking back the country. By the way, we're taking it back in prayer. It is in prayer and fasting. These people are not wizards. They are wizards. You know, the Bible says there are places where it says that God says there are things that do not go except by prayer and fasting. So we're going to pray. We're going to fast. This is not the time to get frustrated and discouraged. Get up. This is prison break. Take up your position. Become a person who serves. And then we're praying against sin, self, and corruption. So no more sin, no more self, no more corruption. You know, when you look at corruption, it's such a huge giant. You're like, Lord, how do we tackle this? But I love that as I've journeyed with God, he's always told me about vision. And he tells me, look at a plate of food. You have a plate of food before you. You can't inhale the whole plate. At the end of it, you're going to eat the whole plate, but you have to break it down into bite-sized pieces. Same for this thing called corruption, called sin, and called self. We break it down in small pieces. Remember, as a nation, we're in a season of Nehemiah. Nehemiah, everyone rebuilt. There was not just one person rebuilding. Everyone rebuilt, but they rebuilt near their home. That tells me near your assignment, near your purpose, where he has positioned you, you begin to rebuild. And that's what we're going to do. And that's what we're going to take it back. I think also in marketing, I was told, I kept being reminded that we market or we advertise to inform, persuade, and remind. Therefore, Mwenye Nchi Mondays is going to be there for every week. Come and take your portion and strength to strengthen you for that week. You know, that's even breaking it down. We're not talking about a year. If we talk about a year, we'll collapse in a heap. Today, this week, how am I taking back my nation? What am I doing that's going to help me take back my nation, break out of the prison, So we've been imprisoned. Sometimes we look at the culture, at the systems, and we think, how are we ever going to make it? Or maybe you're in a place where you've been locked in by poverty. You know, those stories amaze me. How come there are people who break out of poverty? Yeah, you just wonder, how did that happen? But for me, what that encourages me to do is that if they did it, you can do it. There's nothing that you don't have that those people have. You know, it's like every time I look at an athlete, you know, sometimes I even laugh at myself. I look at an athlete and say, my goodness, this guy, you know, disciplined, he has disciplined his body. And even the Bible, there's a place I think Paul tells guys, you have to discipline yourself. But that body that athlete has is the same body you have. What we are, and I'm putting myself, we are lacking is the discipline to make your body what it can do. There's so much potential that can be drawn out. So I'm going to encourage you this year. Every Monday, we're going to be talking about this nation of Kenya, Mwenye Nchi. We're owning the nation. We're taking back the nation. We're refusing the lie that we are locked out of this nation. And you know, also another thing that sparked this off is I thought, what kind of nation is my daughter going to inherit? One day when I'm not here, am I comfortable with her being in this nation? Because right now we're protecting our children. So right now we protect them. We try to do this for them. What's going to happen when we're not here? Are they going to be able to live in this nation? Are they going to be able to progress in this nation? And I want also somebody else to think about something. If you are stealing, let's say from a hospital, God forbid you're the one who doesn't end up in that hospital. You better end up there, not your children. Because you have stolen from this hospital, you have gone, maybe you've decided your own things that you're going to do, you've built your own hospital, or you've siphoned drugs away, and then now one day, without having memory, you're in that hospital, you need that hospital. It's so wrong. And not you. What about generations? What are you doing? Kenyans, we've got to stop this madness. We've got to stop this madness. And this whole Mwenye Nchi Monday is talking about, we're going to talk about citizenship. We want to talk, how are we going to become better citizens? What are we supposed to become? How are we supposed to be citizens of this nation, responsible for this nation? That means also when things are going wrong, you cannot keep quiet. You can't. You must speak up. If you can't speak up, pray up. You have to do one or the other. Either you speak or you pray. Or you do both, you know? And how, you know, because I was thinking, how God brings down things. God brings down huge walls and barriers through prayer, through fasting, and then he raises leaders, you know? So that's why I'm very sorry, Mr. Polycarp, but you shouldn't have quit that job. You shouldn't. You can't quit. God has positioned you there. So it's okay, me, I'm a great person. I'll have a lot of compassion. If you get another position, you can't quit. And let's also learn from Mr. Igathe. If you're out there, and you're facing opposition, you're on the verge of quitting. Yet some of you, when you know your name, that God positioned you there, don't quit. Stay there. Joseph would have quit. Joseph would have given up. He's always my reference point, you know. I mean, Joseph had interpreted dreams till me, if it was me, I would have said no more. Every time he interpreted a dream, trouble. So he would have said, I'm done with this thing, you know. And every time Joseph did the right thing, down he went, you know. So let's think about that this week. So I'm really looking forward to engaging you every Monday on Mwenye Nchi Monday, talking about this nation. We are hashtag taking it back, hashtag prison break, hashtag Kenya belongs to us. It does not belong to those who think it belongs to. It belongs to those who will get on their knees, who will pray, who will decree no more, and who will say, this is our nation and service is our earnest endeavor. My name is Angie Murenga, and you're watching Just Angie. God bless you. Take back the nation.